Shoto, that man got bodied.
He got his ass beat. He got beat so bad we didn't even get to see it.
No, so badly that spoiler. This is a spoiler section for anyone. If
you're not caught up with Liberator, take a quick pause, read a couple chapters. We're only going to talk about the chapters here. I won't talk about the novelization.
Put in the timestamp of the Liberator talk, and then just keep from there. All right. Anyways, so Shoto, yeah, he got bodied by. So they had a weird thing. So let's backtrack real quick. Vi and Arisa had a little friendly bonding moment. They battled each other because Vi felt very self-doubt of her abilities as a debugger. And so she was like, yo, Arisa, we need to fight. And she was like, yeah, I'm all about it. And she got her confidence back. That's what it was. She got her mojo back. And so that's where we see Dula Haman and yada yada. So while this is happening, Shoto and Owen was going to find Zenith, or now Zeno, as we currently know him.
Basically, Unchained put this event on, and they had to accrue so many points to become a top of this event, so that whoever would be at the top would go fight Zeno. And it turns out Shoto actually overcame Owen for the first time and achieved more points than him faster. And so he would be the first to fight Zeno.
Yeah. So then he goes up to and Zeno's like, who you? Get this trash out of my face, basically, right?
Not gonna lie,
you ain't worth my time.
I don't know if it's like a weird. I don't know if it's like a weird translation or like what, but like I do not like the way that this dude talks. He's like,
I love it. It's so funny.
You're a noob. Like, come on, nobody talks like that anymore. That's like
It's so stupid and annoying, but funny as
it is very funny.
Oh my god! And then because the way they drew him, and he's like doing stupid animations or like stupid like things. He's like, "Yo, get him out of here! Like, I don't want you." And then Shoto's like, "Nah. I did this. You had to fight me." And so basically, Zeno's like, "All right, fine. I'm gonna wipe the floor with you."
And he does.
That's basically what happens, to the point that in the last two chapters, last two chapters, Owen gets in, and Owen sees this man kicking Shoto, like stomp on him, while Terramon is a egg, which is crazy.
Yep, he got beat so bad he's back to an egg.
Yeah, I think it's so like they kind of hinted at this. Terramon was like feeling the effects of the his ace card, I guess you could call it, because that's technically like his I don't even know how to call it at the moment. That was his what was that effect they did?
Rewrite. I think they called it rewrite. Or override.
Yeah,
override.
His override ability is like taking a toll on him. And so I'm assuming just because like the way they show like what's the Mega's name? Oh my god, I'm
Zavagamon.
Savaga. They show Savaga like this red brightness, like he's like exploding or something.
Yeah.
And it seems like maybe like the override just came to the end and he just like crashed in. Obviously, he probably lost in the battle against Galacticmon, but like it just seems like there was probably more to it why he lost or something like that. And it was probably like some weird thing that happened, and he reverted to an egg, which is crazy. This is the first time we're seeing something like that in Liberator, and it shows that they're like, I guess you say real Digimon, because they were talking about how like they're only in the cards, yada yada yada. So cool to see that happening. And Unchained takes Shoto into like a different pocket dimension.
Yeah, she just drops him off in a pocket dimension. It's just like, all right, figure it out. When you're ready, you can come out.
What makes it even crazier, we get more Unchained lore, right? And that is that he, she, whoever, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
They met Terramon as a Yolkmon, which is the baby form. So training one in some areas is called, or baby one.
Yeah.
And I guess like, taught him things. And so
she was Terramon's original partner, basically.
Technically, I guess, but like I don't know if it's really like a partner. I guess they hinted at that. She hinted at that, but to me, it seems like more like a not like a partner like Tai and Aquaman, but it just seemed like it was a friend that it was around, you know, not
there was
like
a friendship. They were traveling together.
Yeah.
Like, because
again, hinted at certain things. I don't know.
Yokemon and a couple other Digimon, but they're like wild Digimon. They're not confined to cards, and so Lacuna is like poisonous to them. And so by traveling and being put in cards and stuff, they're able to avoid this evil miasma sort of thing.
Yeah, supposedly. And then something happened, and they separated, if I remember correctly. And so yeah, so we find that out. So I'm curious to see what happens when Terramon finally wakes up. Like, is he gonna tell Shoto, like, hey, my bad, you wasn't my first, you were my first choice.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, for sure. And there's that really cool scene where Muchomon like stands up for Shoto, like after Terramon's gone. That was really cool.
Muchomon is like, I'm your real partner. How dare you try to replace me?
Muchomon has always been the GOAT.
Right. Muchomon's been day one when Shoto was a trash tamer.
Ride or die by suspending me plus 3K.
Right. Facts, right? Hey, that Muchomon became a medieval gallant, so you know, for what it's worth, right?
Hell yeah.
But
speaking of medieval Gallantmon,
yeah, this is what's crazy.
It's so funny because like from a story standpoint, it's so cool. Xeno getting freaked out by Owen pulling out medieval Gallantmon, Shoto's trump card, right, and using it against him. Super cool. But from like an out of story perspective, wow, he's using the best card in the game, huh?
Right.
Are we supposed to be surprised by this?
From us, like in a real life situation where we play the game, the TCG is like, all right, he's playing arguably the best card of the game. What the F do, you know?
Right.
But the way he using it was cool to me. So,
and he uses Shoto's catchphrase from Shoto's character like profile screen. Like you can go and read the profiles. It's the wind is blowing just right, and it's such a cool moment.
It is. It's really cool. It's a very like when Yugi took used Red Eyes from Joey back in the day, and that's how epic that kind of was type of thing. Except in comic form. Really cool how that happened. But the way he set it up too, because he already has War Greymon on board. He has to deal with Galactamon. This Galactamon, I'm assuming, has 2 layers of protection, just the way they showed it.
Right.
With a shit ton of memory. So he goes into Elias that climbs all the way to a Medusa, the new Medusamon, gives him 2 tokens.
That card is insane, by the way, but
really good. Yep. Goes up to it. He pops he swings with the War Greymon over the Galactic. So he already used 1 protection. And then he goes up to Medusa, I believe. And
Medusa tries to pop it and plays 2 tokens.
Yeah. Plays 2 tokens. And then he goes, all right, medieval effect. I'm gonna suspend your 2 tokens, play for 7, pop I think he attempt. So we don't know what happens. It's like the cliffhanger part. So I'm assuming he goes to pop Galactic and then maybe swing over the tokens. And then the tokens affects trash top security. Because mind you, he's at 0 security right now. And versus he's staring down 5 security with a Galactic on board. So it's going to be crazy to see what the comeback is going to be from Xeno. We haven't seen a Xeno card. We've seen him use his Zenith cards so far. We've seen, the old school Galactic. So curious to see if we see a new Galactic and a new level 7 potentially, because this is the era of us getting new 7s, new versions of them and whatnot. See what happens.
Yeah, so we need to see a Xeno card, we need to see a level 7 card for him, and we need to see whether or not, I don't think it will, but I'll just put it out there because he's a new Digimon. See if that Metatromon that was just revealed shows up in any capacity, but I think that's going to be Unchained's deck. I think that's going to be all the Machinamon stuff. So Machinamon.
Yep. We're going 50 those. I guarantee that's going to be.
I forget what the names are.
Next 50.
Yeah.
That's going to be the next 50.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and then obviously Owen's level 7. So we're already seeing the new Medusa, and we're probably gonna get a new line, maybe, because just the way they usually do stuff. We got his crest, and then waiting on the next chapter to see if we get the new level 7. It should be exciting to see what we get.
My joke is that it's going to be medieval Gallantmon Crimson mode.
Yeah, right. and then after that, I was like, it's going to be a DNA of Medusa and medieval Gallant.
I don't know. It could be something really cool though. Like all his line is like, it goes from reptile to sort of like Greek mythology. So it'd be cool to see if they go like full warrior style or full like snake basilisk sort of thing. Like,
right, because so far we've seen
usually
like it's not that it's random, but feels a little random because you went. So we got our first 7 in Liberators, which was the Orisas. You went all the way from Sendril to Kitty Cat to Puss in Boots, basically. Not that it's random; it makes sense in the lore aspect.
It's thematically correct, but it feels like a big jump design-wise.
Exactly. Yes. And then we got into Ariumon. So you go from Ryugumon into Ariumon, which again kind of makes sense, but like the way it's just kind of unexpected that you go into this giant Lugia looking Digimon thing into a water mermaid thing. Makes sense, but like it's just weird. And then you have Dulahamon, which kind of makes sense because makes sense to me. Like it doesn't like Necro into that. It makes sense to me, right?
Magnetic too makes sense, I think.
Magnetic. I would forget Magnetic. Magnetic is probably the best.
It's the best one.
7.
the thing with Magnetic
to me is Magnetic, and then right underneath is Airy. But just because the way Magnetic's deck works, it just makes it feel stronger.
Not only that, but Magnetic, that deck also got the best level 5 Warper. Like that Porgano is just heads and shoulders better than like the Warper Marine Bull, the Warper Chaparral,
because that was the first one that had an actual on Evo effect. So you can get your warp off, and then an Evo effect too. Was a place cards?
No, it's Burnosaurus to gain collision piercing 3K.
That's what it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, versus like Marine Bull, there's no effect. I believe the Orisa, the low 5, doesn't have an effect.
No, it just has overclock.
Right, exactly. Sure. So same with Marine Bull, it's just decode. So it's like, whatever. There's nothing added to it. So it doesn't feel as strong as the Porgano. And I don't remember what the Phantomon does.
The Phantomon is basically just the other Phantomon where it has the on delete to play a 4, which is nice. Terrible. It's nice, but it also doesn't have execute while the other one does, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't know. Ghost isn't good, unfortunately. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
Because I really thought
I want to build it.
I really thought once we got Rush, it would be good, but
still not there yet.
Still not there yet.
But yeah. So super excited for Liberators.
Yeah, Liberator's good, man. I'll real quick, not to I won't make a big spoiler about it, but in the novelization, what's happening is the other characters. So we're talking Yuki, Suzune, Ryutaro, Winner. All of them are looking for Cool Boy, who has crossed from Lacuna, the world of Digimon Liberator, over to Cross Connectia, which is another world, another game world like Lacuna that Cool Boy and whoever else was working on it were going to put out before Liberator. And Digimon are also native to Cross Connectia. And so when the gang all gets there, there's a big misunderstanding. There is a new Digimon there that we don't know what it looks like. It's called Dolphomon. And he's kind of like he's almost like the Yggdrasil of this world. He's like the big god deity sort of. I don't know if he's quite Yggdrasil level where he's like creating things, but he's what all the other Digimon turn to. They kind of worship him. They give him gifts and stuff. So they're all trying to find Cool Boy. And in the latest novelization, Cool Boy is meeting with Dolphomon. So it's pretty cool. You do have to read though, actually read to get there. But I'm going to be really excited when we get to see those characters level 7s, and they'll all get they've all confirmed that they'll get emblems. So it'll be cool to see what happens with those characters.
A Dynamon level 7 could go hard, you know.
I'll just say one thing. One little spoiler is that Ryutaro throws hands with a Dino Human. Okay, so it's not just Marcus who can punch Digimon. Okay,
Ryutaro looks like a dude that'll throw hands.
Exactly, and it's so cool. Honestly, the novels are really good, and they're like, when Seekers first came out, it was bad because it was machine translated. It was hard to read. But eventually they came around to it. They got it right this time for Liberator. So I think the novels are worth reading, and they're also a lot shorter than chapters of Seekers. Like Seekers chapters were pretty long. Like you had to sit down and you had to really dig into them, which was good. I love Seekers, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying you can get through each novelization chapter pretty quickly. So if you ever feel the need, you want to read up on more Digimon, see what's going on behind the scenes, I'd definitely give it a shot. I like it. I enjoy it. And since I've been keeping up with it, it's nice to have this week it's a novel, next week it's Liberator, this week it's a novel, next week it's Liberator, the comic. So cool stuff.
For sure. Yuki needs all the help she can get. My God.
Her deck sure does. Oh, man.
Oh, man. They did that ace so wrong. Anyways.
The level 7 better go crazy.
It should have been in Trash Blast.